a long time ago, I was in Target and I wanted to know who sang that song, Hey Delilah. Well, there were like 13-year-olds in Target, and I was like, they're totally going to know, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, hey guys, who sings Hey Delilah? I wanted to buy like a CD or something. And they're like, that song is fucking gay. And it's like,
I like that song too.
So, but I didn't beat them up for it. It's like, all right. But that's the exact same scenario as Mike Perry and a 72-year-old man. There aren't many 13-year-olds who can hang with me, but I chose not to beat them up, even though they were rude. Mike Perry could take a page out of that.
To catch you up, Kyle, Woody asked some 13-year-olds at the store who sang Hey There, Delilah, and they called him gay. It's the Plain White Tees,
John Mayer.
It's the Plain White Tees.
Yeah, and it's a good song. I like that song.
Well, how old were these big?
They're about 13.
Oh man, that's the worst. You can't.
See that I was trying to bring it up as a parallel to what Mike Perry did to that old man. You got to show a little restraint, right? I am the Mike Perry in that situation.
Did you argue back? You're like, no, it's not gay. You're gay.
Or you wearing?
I gave him a look like that was rude, you know.
What were you wearing when this happened?
Oh, probably shorts and a t-shirt.
Do you have a lot of keys? Like,
no. What does that have to do with it? I get it.
I just remember the last time you had a helmet on and some pads, and the kids called you gay.
Oh yes, I was skateboarding with.
No, they called you a nerd.
Yeah, they didn't say you're a nerd. They just shouted out, "Nerd!"
Oh, that's so funny. Getting called a nerd. when you're like, oh fuck, I thought I was past this.
Dude, I went out skateboarding with Colin. It wasn't long ago. It was, what is it, Thursday? It was this week. And I took a picture and I sent it to Jackie. She was at the doctor or something. And he's all dressed up. I throw him in my moto gear so that if he falls, he doesn't get any like abrasion damage or whatever. And I dressed the same way. It's kind of nice. Like if you fall, I've had my forearm all fucked up and shit. And it's nice.
I don't like that shit. I don't like it.
Yeah. The raspberry road rash. It sucks. And even my wife was like, why is he wearing all that? It's like, bitch, you hop on a skateboard and make perfect sense to you.
I don't know. You said 6.5 inches. I was like, okay, that sounds like enough ice.
6.5 inches is huge.
That's plenty thick.
Yeah, dude, any deeper and it would hurt.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, we never got any ice thicker. We would get, I remember it froze over in my friend's backyard. We went exploring back there and I fell through the ice and it like fell in a comical way. So it was like a slant and I was trying to crawl up it, but I just kept sliding down deeper into the swamp and it wasn't deep. You know, it was like waist deep, but it was in the frozen ice water. So then I was completely soaked and had to walk 3 miles home. I remember that's the smallest I've ever seen my penis. It almost, when I got back to that kid's house, my penis had almost called it quits. It was just about to give up. It was gone.
I had the same experience. There was a tiny frozen lake, maybe not more than 100 feet in a circle. And if you stood on it, it would like maybe kind of support your weight unless you went to a spot that's thinner. And when it broke, like big sheets kind of tilted. Anyway, at first, getting a little wet was like this big catastrophe. Oh no, my feet are cold, etc. And then you'd push it a little more. By the end of it, I'm like fucking neck down, soaked. I might have had wet hair. I'm basically playing in a frozen lake that's only 2 feet deep. And by the time I got home, I was freezing cold and I had completely lost my voice. I couldn't speak at all. But it was the night of a school dance. So I just went to the dance and tried to get people to dance with me without talking.
Dance. Chattering. Your teeth chattering.
But I actually got a girl to dance. I got a girlfriend that danced.
Hell yeah. She's like, he's the strong, shiver
silent
type.
So I was in 5th grade. And she was in 6th grade. I didn't know that. And it was the dance. And I picked her up and we danced. And we danced again and again and again. I got her to be my girlfriend. And then like I don't know, the next weekend or something, I go walk to her house to hang out with her. And once I saw her in proper lighting, I was like, oh no. she's not pretty at all. How do I get out of this?
Oh, poor
no
gal.
wonder she responded to sign language.
Yeah, no wonder she took whatever she could get. Some fifth grader with no voice.
She was lonely. That's sad.
That's real sad. Wonder what she's doing tonight.
Probably nothing.
I wonder.
Probably nothing at all.
Probably lonely.
Petting her cat.
She's got a wall of pictures of Woody.
Yeah. Looking back at what she missed.
She's got the card she made for Woody that she was about to hand to him that day he came over, and was like, it's just.
Oh, did you guys have Valentine's Day at your school?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think
Jesus.
I don't remember anyone. Like, I know from the Simpsons, like Ralph not getting any Valentines and all that.
Choose you.
And so, yeah, I choose you. It's a sad episode, but I don't remember anybody like actually never getting one at my school, even as young kids. Did that happen?
Everybody, it was sort of mandatory. You sort of, the way we did it is everybody gave everybody one.
Dude, I wish I lived in that world where participation awards existed, because when I was in Valentine's, and this is like fourth grade, at the beginning of every class, we would like journal, right? And it's Valentine's Day, and she asks us to write about Valentine's Day. And I should have anticipated this risk, but they would call on someone to read their journal entry. But there's 30 kids, right? So it's not like it's going to be you.
Yeah.
Except when it is. So she asked us to journal, and I am just diligently writing about how much Valentine's Day hurts, how nobody likes me, how I got no Valentines, how I like this person and I gave her a Valentine, but she didn't even want it. And I've got paragraphs as a fourth grader on how much Valentine's Day hurts. And she must have seen me writing diligently. She's like, Woody, I want to hear yours. And I refused to read it out loud.
Good
she didn't
move.
give up after like one or two. Like, she's like, no, I want you to read it. I was like, no. And she's like, I really want you. I want to hear it. Let's hear yours. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. It's personal. This is my journal. She insisted again. I start crying in front of the class about not wanting to read my Valentine's Day journal. Turn. Yeah.
Holy shit, this is a bad day.
As a person with even fucking mediocre social skills, what was this teacher thinking?
Yeah.
This is a 9-year-old who's crying about and you're insisting that he reads his personal feelings? Read the room, cunt.
That is so bitchy of her. She was like, she just got broken up with by her boyfriend, and she's like, yeah, I saw what you were writing about, Woody. You're so right. Love will never come for any of us. We'll all be alone forever. Yeah, damn.
You know what it was, Woody?
You
had actually gotten a bunch of Valentines, and that teacher had torn them up.
The evidence suggests the contrary.
Well, she hit the
evidence.
Liked me. That's all that happened, dude. That's one of the saddest things I've ever heard. That hurts my feelings. That makes me almost as sad as my little puppy with his broken leg when he looks at me.
Did you get?
That's awful.
That ruins my day.
That's Zach was having a terrible day already. This is so much worse.
Did you get lots of Valentines? So you got. Or did your Valentines have candy on them or no?
Yeah.
We got candy along with it.
Yeah. So everybody got like 20 fucking Valentines. You'd have this big pile of fucking cards and candies, and there'd usually be sweet tarts and like I love you candies. And okay, if you had a girlfriend or something, or if it's third, fourth grade or whatever, I go with Tommy. And my teacher would be like, where are you going? So, but if you got like a fake girlfriend or whatever, like maybe you give her like your Reese's cup, but there were no like, only if someone likes you do you get anything today. That's what this holiday is, boys and girls. That'd be like having Hanukkah
Valentine's
just for Mike
was like
over there.
Modern day Tinder, where 20% of the people get 80% of the attention, and everyone else is just wishing they liked them back.
Damn, that was brutal in the 80s.
That's gruesome. Like that's one of the worst things I've ever heard. That I can't believe that actually happened.
Man, my bad memory of Valentine's Day is that there was.
Like, I remember it so well. The air smelled of springtime. Yet to come.
But springtime would never arrive on my love life. Not in fourth grade.
You know what? I had the same memory of the same teacher. We were learning about about what it took to make a sentence. Like, I think you just need a noun and a verb. Is that it? And he's like, so if someone says, I killed him dead, is that a sentence? I remember him asking that. And this kid was a farmer, and I killed him dead. I think it's bad English. I don't think that's right. But the teacher handled it so gracefully to deal with his like freaking farmer language, like so that he didn't call his dad dumb or the other people around. Why didn't I get 1/10 of that grace? What the fuck? Maybe
you did, just from your point of view, you just didn't see it. Because that's the thing. Sometimes, like when I wonder about my own childhood memories. I was talking the other day about how I went to my grandmother and my grandfather took me to see Alien Resurrection, and after it, either my grandmother didn't understand that Sigourney Weaver had sex with that alien queen, and I just thought about this recently because she was a smart gal, like she's a great sense of humor. Like maybe she was making it as awkward as she could on purpose, to have fun, because she knew that Papa was gonna get weird about sex. Maybe she was like, "What was happening there? I don't understand. What was even? Were they was her and that alien were they like making it?" And I remember just me being like 9 or 10 or 11 or being like, yes, sex.
They were fucking, Grandma. Obviously, if you're familiar, I'm here.
As a kid, I remember thinking, like, how does Grandma not know about sex? And I do, because I would have been 11. It's like, I'm 11, she's 60. How does she not fucking know? But maybe she was just like making it awkward as she could on him as a joke. Maybe that was their sense of humor, and I was too much of a kid to know it. I wonder about that. I'm just trying to excuse what sounds like the worst thing I've ever heard in my life, a teacher doing to a kid. And there was that one teacher that beat the kid to death. This is a little worse.
This is awful. The kid to death?
Well, yeah, sometimes they step out of line, talk back, whatever.
I'm sure
color
it has
in the lines.
I haven't heard that.
I can't believe, first of all, that Valentine's Day was like a real organized thing, but you only got cards if someone elected to give you one. That's crazy for children. And then like on top of that, her trying to make you read your Valentine's journal. Yeah. I can't think of anything more private.
Yeah. I mean, you learned that day to be like, all right, it's journaling time. And you're like, all right, time to, make some shit up.
Like, there was a broken trust. Like it things changed. The way I thought about her changed.